This is just life. Oh my god. Yeah, I know, but we're just waiting for everyone, right? Like this is what happens. Oh, such is life. Do you think I want to do this? Well, actually, don't answer that. Excuse me, I asked you not to answer that. Okay, so we're going from Madrid to Ile-de-France via we'll go through Bordeaux, why not, right? Like, yeah, that sounds good. Okay. Alright. Has it been time? Yes, it is time. Good morning, good after. Oh, I forgot to change this. One quick second. 13. There we go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Oh, wow, my head is really big. How are we all doing today, eh? You know, next time I have vacation, I'm definitely not going to, or quote unquote, where I have a work vacation. I'm definitely. Oh, we're starting here. Okay. I don't even. Oh, okay. We're starting on the runway. That's much easier. I was just gonna say next time I have work vacation, I'm definitely not doing this at work. As weird as it sounds, yes, work vacation not going to be at work in the future. Actually, let's call it working vacation. There we go. How about that? There we go. Good. Okay, so today we're going from Bordeaux to. I thought I did. Yes. Okay, and now we fast forward. Once we get into proper speed, we'll tip the nose. Why not? Because these people are bad. These people are not only bad, they're mean. Okay, they're not that mean. Suffice it to say, they're fairly disrespectful of someone who's technically on vacation. Right? How dare they? Okay, that's I'll give you that. The point that was raised was that I shouldn't be engaging with people if I want to be left alone during my vacation. Yeah, but it's me, right? Like, why wouldn't, like, one of the reasons that I was hired here where I'm sitting, and one of the reasons that a lot of you are, actually listening to me, that the fact that there are so many of you who are listening to me right now. How many do we have on this? Let's see, that's 600. Oop, can you still? No, you can still see me. Okay, that's 600 progenitors and 130 progeny. Wonderful. Sorry, I shouldn't say progenitors and progeny. 130 year one students and 600 whatever. 700. 700. Wow, okay. 700 year 2 and 3 students. Coincidentally, for our year 1 students, doesn't that feel nice that you are in the same generational, not chasm, let's say the same generational... Ballpark. No, I'm not gonna go with ballpark. I don't know what I will. Is the sound really being weird? Yeah, it is. Okay, I'll turn off. We'll turn off the background music. How about now? That look good? Yeah. Okay. Cool. You're welcome. One of our year one boys was just saying how nice it was to be irreverent and be accepted as being irreverent. Um, because obviously when everyone joined, one of the founding points within the I should know this. What time is it? It's 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Founding principle of the private, quote unquote, private school is that everyone is equal, right? And so when we added in the year one students, it made it even more important that everyone was equal. And so, you know, I'm actually surprised, or I shouldn't be surprised, because our year one students have actually contributed. Year one students progeny have contributed a lot to discussions and business proposals, actually. So I am like, obviously, I'm not surprised because technically these are my people. Um, See, I don't understand that. Half of you think I'm much older than I am. Half of you think I'm much younger, or half of you think I should be much older than I am, and half of you think I should be much younger than I am. Can you just like, why? Okay, I'll. Oh, did something? Why do you not tell me about this? Oh, you did. It was in the wrong chat. Oh, well, that's my bad. Ish. It's my bad. Ish. It's not actually my bad. It's okay. Yeah, I see though. I see though. Yes. Because our gender distribution is actually quite equal. I guess that makes sense. Um, I'm sure it has nothing to do with anything. Okay, let's be kind, ish, not too kind of course, but just a little bit kind. Yeah. Right. Let's do drinks. What time is it? 8. Okay. Yes. Let's start with the first one. I see you. Yes. 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 Our three drinks are, yes. Our three drinks are in there. Let's go. First drink. Go go. Why? Why? Well, I suppose okay. It's Friday. Okay, so champagne on Friday. Fine. But like, why? For lack of a better word. Because, well, I mean, well, also coincidentally, look what wonderfully defensive territory this is. This is why nobody can fight their way in here unless you just like go in with unending amounts of artillery. Anyway, that's besides the point. Yeah, why? Well, because it seems awfully decadent, right? Like you want the champagne for toasting, and if you just like bubbly, you can just have, like sparkling wine. It's like I don't see the need of adding $20 to a price tag just because it's made in one specific area of France, right? Like it just doesn't. I'm aware. Yes, I know you can afford it. I know most of you can afford it. The point remains, though, right? Like I wouldn't for my boy who is talking about the champagne. My boy is a money manager, right? And so I personally would not give my money to a money manager who like just like randomly buys himself or doesn't buy himself, just like gets a bottle of champagne and just sips on it during his Friday workday, right? Like that's just, bro. Can you imagine that? The Pyrenees are beautiful. They're much smaller, right? Like you can think of them as like the Appalachians to the well, not really, kind of Appalachians to the Rockies. Uh, the Pyrenees are to the Alps, what the Appalachians are to the Rockies, kind of a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Uh, well, that's my point exactly. Sorry, my boy who's sipping on the champagne is saying that I don't leave any money with him, and yeah, that's exactly it. You're right. Congratulations. Well, no, like champagne just I don't. Okay, first of all, I don't enjoy champagne. Um, just to begin with, like right, like it's expensive in the same way that gold is expensive. It's something rare that no one else really knew how to do and therefore was expensive or is expensive. And while that is, that is fine, it doesn't really, I don't really care, right? Like just like I don't care for gold unless it's, we're trying to do some really weird, like execute some really weird strategy, in which is, yeah, then we'll need to think about it. But like other than that, no. Where am I flying? Hi, Sidewinder, my friend. How are you? We're flying over the Pyrenees right now. So to our left is Spain. You can't see it, unfortunately, because it's covered by mountains. And to the right is France, which is also covered by mountains. Well, if you try to sell me on that, I would say no. Yeah. Yes, I understand gold is an inflation hedge, but so is literally everything else, right? Like, or okay, I shouldn't say that. That's obviously not true. That is, besides, nothing I say here is investment advice anyway, so let's not forget that. But yeah, like, what is an inflation hedge? An inflation hedge means that it rises, its price rises and drops in sort of interesting ways, such that if inflation grows, the value of your holdings grow, right? And that grow at let's say at about the same rate as inflation. And gold, because of what it is, because it's purely a precious metal in most cases, it is used as an inflation hedge. Thank God it's Friday, Sidewinder. I was literally just berating one of our boys for drinking champagne for no reason on Friday. But I guess, if everyone's celebrating the TGIF, I suppose you can't really blame them. Anyway, again, the point, the champagne and gold, right? Like, they're valuable because they're rare, and that's why people paid so much money. And once it becomes entrenched in society, then as long as its reputation is maintained by people who maintain its reputation and like its reputation, then it continues to be valuable, right? Like, I would argue if India and China stopped buying gold because they stopped thinking it was pretty, because culturally, India and China are I think still to this day the two biggest buyers of gold. I'm fairly certain about that. Don't quote me though. If they stop buying gold would no longer be an inflation hedge, right? So what you think is an inflation hedge is really dependent on the buying power of two nations that are currently undergoing some amount of deep cultural rethinks, right? So, will it be an inflation hedge in 10 years? Probably. Is it going to be as firm as it was in the past? No, right? Well, that's just it. Like, central banks do still buy gold for obvious reasons because, but then they park it all in New York like the Russians did, and what is that going to do for you, right? Like, well, they don't park it all in New York, but a lot of the world's gold is literally underneath my feet right now. Like, not literally, sorry, figuratively underneath my feet because obviously that's where I am. Like, like New York is one of the most well guarded cities in the world because of the fact that it needs to protect the world's gold storage, right? It's fascinating if you think about it, right? Like when we buy gold in this day and age, even when central banks buy gold in this day and age, they don't really buy it. Oh wait, okay, no, that worked. Okay, no mind. Don't worry about it. None worked. Shh. What was this? Oh right. Let me note this down. What time is it? 16 minutes. Buying gold and keeping in New York. Right? Like, you're just buying. Like, when people buy gold in this day and age, they don't really buy gold per se. They just buy the right to the gold, and then the gold continues to be stored exactly where it was. Give me one quick second, I'll be right back. Well, fantastic. No, don't worry about it. We'll finish the broadcast and then I'll go deal with that. Yes, yes, yes. Oh yeah, we're flying a bit high. Anyway, I can't remember. We were talking about New York and gold. It's not important. Let's just do our next drink, please. Press B. I'm trying to press B. None of the keys that I associate with B work, so it doesn't matter. Oh yes, you can. I was going to talk about interesting rock formations and tectonic plate movement and how you cannot really build a city or build, a civilization in mountains, which is why Hong Kong is so fantastic. Ah, no. Thank you for asking, though. You're too kind. No, if we want to blame anyone, we can blame those who desperately make me or need to make me work on a day when I specifically said I would be on vacation. Yes, yes, and Yes, please dogpile him. He definitely deserves it. Anyway, no, don't actually dogpile him. He doesn't actually deserve it. And it's actually, strictly speaking, not related to, not his fault to begin with. But he has to be the bearer by the nature of being my boss, quote unquote boss. He has to be the bearer of bad news. So it's at this point, yes, it's all his fault. No, no, no. Okay, second drink before I run out of time. Wait, we had someone vet these drinks, right? Yes. Okay, good. Wait, what? Is it just one part lime juice and one part vodka? That sounds really weird. Okay, it doesn't sound really weird, but it is a little bit weird. Doko, various things, as far as putting random things into various kinds of alcohol. Interesting. Actually, Sidewinder, our friend Sidewinder just brought up a good point, which is alcohol is one of those really interesting extractors, right? Because it is an organic solvent, and ethanol is used to extract quote unquote medicinal reagents from whatever. Uh, in many sort of traditional medicines, and one of the major ones is traditional Chinese medicine, where they really do put anything you can think of into alcohol, thinking that it'll extract out the medicinal ingredients, and then you drink it, and then you cut up the rat that's inside, and then you eat the rat as well. But and now I'm thinking, what if you were forced to take that by your parents, which some of us have experienced in our lives. I'm not going to name anyone, of course it's me, but the point is, if you have to take that kind of medication, would it be better to take it, or to dump some 1-to-1 lime juice and vodka into it and then take it? It might improve the flavor, is what I'm thinking. But actually, that's how you make your own bitters, right? Let's not forget, as a bartender, a lot of bartenders make their own bitters, and that's kind of what you do. You take really strong alcohol, 120 proof, and you dunk whatever you want in there, and then the alcohol extracts a lot of the organic flavors, or organic molecules, and that flavors the alcohol, right? And obviously, the point there is, I should write this down. The point there is that the organic molecules aren't extracted by water, but they are by alcohol, because water's polar, and so water doesn't extract non-polar elements, or not elements, molecules. Organic molecules extracted by alcohol or taste or medicine, right? And so therefore, yeah, it does make a little bit of sense that you put stuff into alcohol, extract the good stuff out of it, concentrate it in the alcohol, and then drink it. The problem is, if we are not being careful, we are also going to extract poisons, which often are also organic molecules. Right? And so often, if you do, let's say for example, put a scorpion and some snakes in your bottle, and then you extract it and then you drink it, there is occasionally a chance of you just dying. Yeah, that's right. If you're a real man, you should just eat the scorpion. But the point isn't the scorpion, right? The point is, under traditional medicines were done in a time when we didn't have access to modern instrumentation and understanding, and there is just not enough research capacity extant in the world to help us make that make that particular leap, right? Even though I think it would actually help society quite a bit. In fact, especially well, I mean, my area of mild knowledge is traditional Chinese medicine, but that is very much a personalized thing. It has to be personalized because um, you're looking at symptoms and you're treating symptoms, but also underlying causes, right? You're using the symptoms to understand the underlying causes and then treat that. Whereas a lot of Western medicine is about treating the symptoms because we don't understand the causes, right? Like that's why some of you lot, I've seen your medicine cabinets or medicine boxes. You have to take like 20 things because one medication gives high blood pressure, so then you take some high blood pressure medication, and then you take something else to go along with that, and that is purely symptomatic management. Whereas one of the holy grails of modern medicine is personalized, right? Like you take some DNA from, or you take you take the entire genome, the transcriptome, you take the epigenome, and through that you understand what the person is going through, and then you prescribe based on that. That is, of course, much more difficult, and that is at least the claim of traditional Chinese medicine. Right? Yeah. Traditional medicine, ECM, and personalized. Okay, good. Let's have our next drink. Oh, actually, I completely forgot, but I did want to talk about this before our next drink. Um, oh, you're having a Bordeaux. Well, look at that. Give me one quick second. What kind? So it's just a claret then. Okay, cool. No, that's nice. Like that okay. I would rather that on a Friday than champagne. Honestly, like that's almost like a dessert one, right? Because it's a little bit sweeter. It's not, but it's not sherry because fuck sherry. Anyway, I was going to say this. You look around here, and this is the reason why France rose as a what is one rose as one of the dominant powers in after the Middle Ages, after the Renaissance, right? Because if you look at the way that France is, this is so much fertile arable land that comparative and it's also culturally close enough, right? That there's the key. It's culturally close enough that it you simply have more population. Oh, hello. Okay, it's okay. We're all good. You simply no, something just fell beside me. It's all. We're not getting to Paris today. No, that's okay though. Yeah. So this is the reason why France rose as the dominant power for so long, right? Like comparatively, hi Nex, how are you? Comparatively to Italy, where you see the amount of farmland is simply much smaller, and comparatively to, let's look at Germany, which is over here. There's a little bit at the top, but of course this was the Holy Roman Empire, and there were just too many entrenched forces, whereas France managed to centralize itself so much better doing that. Anyway, I do have to go because I do need to take that meeting, so I will say, oh yeah, what is it? 28 France's rise as a global power in the 1600s. Yep. So we're good. I'm sorry, Next, that you joined us just as I'm ending this. But yeah, we are done for today. Thank you very much for watching. In conclude. Alright, bye, Sheldon, my friend. And also, I do not want to hear that phrase again. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. In conclusion, please download Firefox. Please don't do Chrome. I need to stop. I need to stop doing this in such a way that you guys are just going to, like, do exactly the opposite of what I asked for. I'm glad you're having a break day next. That's fantastic. I will see you hopefully next time when you're able to join us. And for the rest of you, go away. I don't want to see you until, I guess, maybe Sunday. Maybe tomorrow. Probably not tomorrow, probably Sunday. Alright, thank you very much. Bye now. Bye, go away. Yeah. I did not waste your time today. I'm sorry, I did not. Okay, bye now.